و علاقمندان برنامه MMA و مبارزاتی آزاد، حالا میرسیم به مسابقه هفتم و مسابقه آخر امروزی داگاز او دا میدان که دو حریف فرقدرت در کیچ MMA و مبارزاتی آزاد داگاز دا میدان با هم روبرو هستند. در نخست با کارنر سفید این مبارز از ولایت غزنی در وزن 75 کیلوگرم جان زمرای و حریفش در کارنر سیاه این مبارز از ولایت خوست در وزن 75 کیلوگرم شفیق الله و داور مرکزی این دیدار است استاد یوسف مومند.
So like I was saying, the host is not very known for fighters coming from host. Even though we have fighters that are from host province, but they grew up and they're raised in Kabul. And Shafiqullah is one of the original hostians. Let's see how he performs tonight. As you can see, the whole crowd is cheering for Shafiqullah, for Zamarai actually, for Zamarai Jal. Zamarai Jal is the stockier, shorter fighter. Oh wow, what a kick! What a kick by Shafiqullah. Shafiqullah is going wild with the wild arms. It seems like now he's got to regain confidence. So Shafiqullah ties him up, but Zamarai ties him up, but Shafiqullah is able to land on top. Zamarai from the bottom position, he's working. Shafiqullah, he's trying to land a hard punch. I think he needs to take his time. I don't know, sometimes, with these Afghan fighters, when the fight goes to the ground, even if the bottom fighter is not holding up, the top fighter obliges to basically fight on the ground. And I think it was working better for Shafiqullah on the feet. I think he should have just, not even... he should have not gone for Zmarai's invite, or maybe he just feels very comfortable. He's landing elbows. Shafiqullah is landing elbows on Zamarai, and Zamarai is trying to get out of the bottom position. You see, this could cost Shafiqullah, because it seems like Zamarai is about to get out from the bottom position, and he's sliding from the back door. Zamarai is. Shafiqullah, unless he pulls a very nice submission, but he's doing a good job. Shafiqullah is actually doing a good job hanging on, and Zamarai gets out. Zamarai gets out, and he's the shorter, stockier fighter. He might be able to drop bombs from the top position. What happened? It seems like Zamarai is very tired, and he lets go, and he goes back to the feet. The fighter stand up, it's on the feet. And I think Shafiqullah might have the advantage on the feet. Or maybe not. Oh, Zamarai with the overhand, and he ducks a punch and follows with another overhand, and both of them are clinching each other. With Shafiqullah with two hand under. Actually, Zamarai is doing a good job, even though he's got both hands over. He's doing a good job containing Shafiqullah. Zamarai is very, very tired. This could be, it might be a little age thing as well. With Shafiqullah being young, that could play a factor. Zamarai with a low kick. Shafiqullah grabs a low kick and counters. Another counter by Shafiqullah. A good exchange by both of these fighters. Oh, very good exchange by both of these fighters. Zamarai with the back fist. He throws a fist and he comes back with a back fist. That was pretty interesting. So both of these guys are against the cage. We are 3 minutes into the fight, so we got 2 more minutes. And Zamarai, to me, seems very, very tired, and he is holding on to the cage right now. I don't know if the referee is able to see. Well, actually, Shafiqullah was holding on to the cage, yes. Shafiqullah is trying to work his way to the back of Zamarai, and I don't know why Shafiqullah keeps on going for grappling. I think he was doing good standing up. Let's see. Shafiqullah seems like he's fighting for his life. He seems a little tired. But then at the same time, Shafiqullah needs to be careful because Zamarai could land a haymaker anytime and end this fight. So far so good, even though it's a sloppy final, but it's a good final nonetheless. Both of these fighters, it seems like Zamarai caught Shafiqullah. Shafiqullah was dazed for a second. He might have recovered as soon as he hit the ground. Zamarai is on full mount right now, and he's in his corner, so he's got the advantage of his corner men giving him directions. Says Shafiqullah, Zamarai, he's got to be careful with those elbows because he threw a north-south elbow, and that's illegal. So we have about 20 seconds left in this round. If Shafiqullah could hold on, this is going to be interesting for most of the fight. There's an Americana by Zamarai. Shafiqullah does a good job of escaping it. The last 5 seconds of the fight. So it seems like both of these fighters going to end on the ground. This was a pretty interesting round. I think for the most part, Shafiqullah had the upper hand. And then Zamarai at the end, he was able to get on top the last minute. I think the last 30 seconds, Zamarai was working from the top position. So it'll be interesting to see who the judges give this round to. Nonetheless, this has actually turned out to be a good brawl, even though, like I said, it's not very technical. But these guys are throwing haymakers and they're trying to take each other's heads off. And even while they were on the ground, Zamarai, it seemed like he had a nice Americana, but Shafiqullah did a good job of escaping it, not allowing Zamarai to finish the Americana. So the referee, Ustad Yusuf Bobal, does a good job getting both of these fighters on their feet, and he sends their cornermen back, and he's got the staff, the SLFC staff, drying the floor so they could get the fight going. And Ustad Yusuf Bobal is drying Shafiqullah. Shafiqullah had a lot of water on his body. And like I said, the cover for the octagon is brand new. This is it's being used for the first time, and the material usually it's slippery as it is, and especially when it gets wet, it becomes very slippery. So to keep the ring dry is very important, or the octagon. So let's see. Zamarai seems like he's very tired, and both of these guys are measuring each other, and I could tell you once one of these fighters makes a move, right there, they're gonna go at it. I guess he's Shafiqullah's throwing body kicks, but it's not landing. It seemed like it landed on Zamarai's elbows. So let's see. But I don't like what Zamarai is doing right now. He's against the cage. That allows Shafiqullah to pin him against the cage and catch him with kicks, punches, whatnot. If Shafiqullah knows what he's doing. Zamarai with the overhand and a hook. It seemed like it was very sloppy, and wow, nice overhand connected from Zamarai on Shafiqullah's face. Shafiqullah with a jumping front kick. That's one of those very awkward things that you will see from fighters that are new to MMA. So let's see. With a high kick from Shafiqullah. Shafiqullah seems like he's telegraphing, and he's very nice spin by Zamarai and a very nice overhead. But nonetheless, you could see Zamarai's experience, and you can see that he has been groomed better than Shafiqullah. He comes from Yusuf Moman's gym, and like I said, he has training partners. He's got some very good training partners who are very good kickboxers, very good MMA fighters. Nice spin punch by Zamarai. Now it seems like Zbarai has gained his confidence and he does not seem winded like he was at the beginning of this round. And same thing. Shafiqullah is very telegraphic. He's very obvious. His punches and his kicks, you could see it from a mile away. And now Zbarai is on top. He's in the guard of Shafiqullah. And Zbarai, like he showed in the last round, he could do some damage from the top position. So Shafiqullah, he's trying to hold on to for his life. Zbarai took Shafiqullah right to his corner. Shafiqullah is holding on to Zbarai. He's holding on for his life. And Shafiqullah is trying to untangle his arms so he could deliver some elbows and punches. But what Zbarai needs to do, he needs to posture up so he could throw some punches and elbows. But he's laying on Shafiqullah, allowing Shafiqullah to hold both lock or tie up both of his arms. Shafiqullah, Zbarai with the elbows, but they're not very effective elbows. I even lost track of the round. I think this is round 2. We are 3 minutes and 50 seconds of round 2. So we have about a minute left to this round. So Zbarai with those burst of elbows. Both of these guys are in a stalemate. Shafiqullah is trying to hold him. He's trying to hold him. But like I said, for Zbarai to be effective, he needs to untangle or release his arms. He needs to posture up so he could throw haymakers, so he could throw effective punches and elbows. But that's not what he's doing. He's choosing to lay on Shafiqullah. And for Shafiqullah, I think that works out for him because then Zbarai is not able to deliver any damage. The stadium or is very, there you go, the end of round 2. The stadium is very, very hot and I'm sweating balls right now. And so let's see. I think this third round we gotta see some actions because a lot of these guys, they might not be used to, or both of these guys, they might not be used to fighting 3 5-minute rounds. Usually in the amateurs there's 3 3-minute rounds, so this might be their first time fighting a 3 5-minute round. And knowing that this is the last round, they might just turn it up. We might see a very, very interesting and a very different round, unique round than round 1 and 2. The referee's trying to kick the cornerman out because a lot of times the cornermen, you gotta stay on top of them. They gotta try to take their sweet times. And I hear Zbarai's fans, they're yelling, they're saying, just land 2 punches and he's done. That might, I don't know, that could happen and that might not happen. That has not happened throughout the fight, even though Zbarai was able to land a couple of punches clean on Shafiqullah's face. With the Shafiqullah with the back kick, he's wasting a lot of time with these kicks. So a lot of these Afghan guys, they come from martial arts backgrounds. They come from kung fu, kickboxing, karate backgrounds, so they like throwing kicks. But in MMA, kicks are good. But I feel like boxing is much more effective unless you are a world-class, high-level kicker. Shafiqullah is able to take the back of Zbarai, and he is doing a good job putting his weight on Zbarai. Zbarai is looking for that back elbow, so Shafiqullah needs to be careful. Shafiqullah does a good job of bringing Zbarai down, and he's got him in the side control. Now Shafiqullah works his way to the guard of Zbarai. And Zbarai is trying to he's trying to put his back against the cage and get back on his feet, which he should be doing. So he's doing that, something that he should be doing. It is and Shafiqullah on the other hand is trying to prevent Zbarai from getting back on his feet, and it seems like Zbarai is tripoding. He's trying to tripod. Shafiq does a good job of not allowing him, and Shafiq landing some elbows from the top position. Now what Shafiq needs to do, he needs to posture up, and like he did, and he's keeping his head down. He needs to posture up and keep his head away from Zbarai, and that's going to allow him to rain down some punches and kicks. Zbarai gives his back to Shafiqullah, and Shafiqullah is trying to body lock Zbarai, which is unsuccessful. Zbarai comes out from the back, and he's on the side mount of Shafiqullah. Zbarai could very well make his way to the mount position right now. There's not a lot of action right now. Both of these fighters are holding. There you go. Zbarai makes his way to the mount position, and let's see if he could capitalize from here. And Shafiqullah on the other hand, he's just standing. He's trying to get out, but there you go. He did a good job. He needs to get out. He did a good job of not only getting out, but he did a reversal, and he landed on top. And he is in Zamarai's guard right now. So he needs to. There you go. He's posturing up. And with nice push from Zamarai. That was actually a nice leg press. Let's see, both of these guys are tired. We got a minute 40. We got a minute 40 left of this round. And you can see the crowd is really getting into this fight. Nice punch landed by Shafiqullah. But Shafiqullah, every time he throws a punch, he ducks his head down. He's not keeping his eye on the target, which lessens his chances of landing the punch. But Zbarai, on the other hand, he keeps his eye on the target, and that is the reason he was able to. And Zbarai goes for a takedown, and he's able to take Shafiqullah down. And Shafiqullah seems like he's not fazed by it, and he's keeping his calm. It seems like Shafiqullah is just holding on to Zbarai, and he doesn't seem like he has a game plan of getting on his feet or submitting Zbarai. The cornermen of Shafiqullah, they are yelling to him. They're telling him to get back, get up on his feet. It seems like Shafiqullah is very exhausted, and he's holding on to Zbarai, and he's stalling the fight right now. We have about 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds left to this fight. This is going to be a very tough one to score for the judges, because even in this fight, it seemed like Shafiqullah had a good start, and now we see Zbarai, he's finishing on top. And so like I said before, the fighter that is on top usually gets the favor or the best side of the judges. So Zbarai very well might be, he might get the favor of the judges because he finished both rounds on top. As you can see, Zamarai seems exhausted, but you know, what a show, what a show. He did a great job. He showed a lot of heart. He fought a very hard fight, and he did not give up. And this is what this fight game is about. This is, you know, this is basically life. You know, just like in life, the message is don't give up in life and don't give up in a fight. So Zmarai did a good job. You know, even in first round, at the start of the first round, maybe it was the nerves that got to him. He seemed like he was really winded and tired. The second round, he came back and it seemed like he regained his confidence.
دوستداران و علاقمندان برنامه MMA و مبارزات آزاد، بعد از سه راوند جالب و دیدنی، داورای کنار برنده این مسابقه را مشخص نبودند و برنده این مسابقه است شفیق الله.
So I think the announcer made a mistake by announcing Shafiqullah as the winner, but the winner is not Shafiqullah, it's Barai. It's Barai got the win. The announcer, I think this poor guy, he's pretty new, so he's pretty nervous.
Aurora,
And he announced the wrong person.
Aurora, Sawaru Kalala, Lala.
ورزشکارای عزیز، دوستای نهایت عزیز، شما مسابقه را از نزدیک تماشا کردین. به خاطر که جنانسر ما یک کمک جون نو است، هنوزه با برنامه و قدر کامل آشنایی نداره. ججای کنار به اتفاق آرا یعنی عرصه جج ما نظرشان یکی بوده، برنده مسابقه را جان زمرای اعلان کردن. به خاطر ازی که جنانسر کمک با برنامه مشکل داشته، چون نو بوده، بار اولش بود با برنامه، به او خاطر نام از پیششان اشتباه شده. انشاءالله که شما معذرت ما رو بپذیرین.
Yeah, so Ustad Yusuf Mohammad, he actually does the final announcement, and the final announcement actually gives the victory to Zmarai.